Hey class, another week and some more geology. So, hope you're all doing okay. Family's doing well. Want to give you updates for this week, some reminders. Make sure that everyone's reviewed those uploaded and new geologic hazard and resource presentations by the 5 students who had yet to give theirs. So look through those, make sure to comment. That's one of your assignments. A few people still need to get on that. And also make sure to submit your peer reviews. Most folks have done that. Those are for your partner's hydro diagrams. Now for this week, moving ahead, some important updates here. Big one, I updated the syllabus. I realized for several folks it's going to be a lot with all these different classes switching to online and a lot to figure out for everyone. And I was feeling like I didn't have everyone in the course at a good place to keep moving ahead on everything I was planning to do for the semester, so I just decided to notch it down just a little bit. Took away what the final project really scaled that down, and then extended the Geozine and map project to kind of fill in the place of that final project, so that instead of having a whole additional project, we just kind of do a more thorough job on the ones we already have underway. So if you look at the syllabus, you'll see that for this week, we have this consultancy project, which I've really scaled down to just essentially learning from a video that Joel Adrian, a professional environmental geologist consultant, he came and visited our class for a day in February. You might have remembered him from that. He was going to invite us down for the day to his consulting firm that he's a senior member at in their Fishkill office, and he's going to give us pizza and talk to us about a bunch of projects and things like that. Obviously, with everything going on, can't do that, but he still was really generous and made us a personalized video with information that he just created, and I uploaded that, and you'll see the link there. So I want you to look at that video, and then I want you to reply with 2 questions. I'll then summarize some themes out of everyone's questions, so we have just a condensed list that I'll send back to Joel, and then I'll get his answers to that condensed list of questions that represents the questions that all of you have. And yeah, so that's the thing one thing that'll be happening this week is by next Tuesday, you'll have 2 questions to that 20-minute video that you'll need to submit on iLearn. You also need to watch a video on age dating and how we use zircons as a mineral, and then isotopic half-lives to figure out the age of the Earth and different Earth materials. So it's a good piece of content knowledge that you're going to want to take some notes on, particularly on just how to conceptually we use zircons to do that with really long timescales, and just what are half-lives in the most general sense if you don't have much chemistry background, thinking about isotopes of all different types. Some good stuff to know as you look towards final exam. Then next week we also will be just kind of having more time to work on these final Geozine and maps. These will be all digital for the final product. So what I did is I created a template online, and so you can see just in either PowerPoint format, or if you want to move it into Google Slides or just use the PDF. But what does the shape of kind of that Geozine look like when you have all the 8 panels laid out? Some are upside down, so that when it folds up, it makes a nice little booklet. You're going to submit that digitally, obviously, but also going to have you draft it digitally. So it's going to be a bit of work to take what you've sent to me already in terms of pictures. Some of you made those digitally already. Some of you have made some really impressive hydrologic diagrams that I've been looking at. So I'll give you all feedback on those hydrologic diagrams. You've already gotten peer feedback. I'll give you some additional within the week just for your final grade. But you can go ahead and start using some of those best practices in graphic design and some improvements you'll get through me through additional feedback and really apply that now to your geozine. So you practice that with the hydrology diagram, and now you're going to use that same set of skills to make a really nice online digital geozine that on the back side, so the front side is the 8 panels all together, and then on the back is going to be the geologic map, which you also craft digitally as well. And you have all the skills that you need to do that. And that will be all due, that final geozine and map will be due on May 10th at midnight. So that essentially last Sunday before finals week starts up. And then the only thing due after that will be the final exam by 5 p.m. on Friday. We'll talk more about that final exam will look like in the coming weeks, but that'll be like a take-home, open everything type thing we'll have. And so just review what you got to work on this week. If you haven't already, make sure to do those things that were due by today. If you're still looking to get feedback on people's presentations and your peer reviews. And then moving ahead, definitely check out the updated syllabus where we took out that final consultancy project and really scaled that down and just had you instead work in more detail on your geozine projects. So see the updated syllabus, then the consultancy project, which is really just looking at the video and sending me 2 questions by next Tuesday. Then the content knowledge video, so you're just going to watch that YouTube video and take some notes on zircon dating in particular. You can see the post there. And then finally, I want you to look over those digital templates and start thinking about and start crafting up some of those panels that are going to go into that for your final geozine, which will be a digital creation with a digital map on the back. So you'll just use all the same skills you just applied for creating these final hydro diagrams. Great. All right. Well, let me know if you have any questions, and hope to see, I won't see you, but I'll be checking in again next week. Take care, folks. See ya.